Hello and welcome, my name's Garrett. Today I'm going to walk through some pickups that I just bought for my guitar. So I've got just a G&L ASAT Classic. It's a pretty nice Telecaster. I've loved the feel of it. I actually was just doing some guitar trading at one point where I was on Reverb sort of trying to flip things, Facebook Marketplace, so I would get a guitar, try to sell it. I ended up, I think, buying more things than selling, so I ended up getting a little bit more music gear, but this is one of the things that when I went to trade, I was like, man, this guitar is really awesome. So I sold my other electric, which was like a Ibanez Artcore. It was like my first electric that I'd purchased, and I got this. Once I started playing it, I loved it. So that being said, I wanted something I felt like in my tone that I wanted a little bit more of. My initial plan was actually getting some Veritas Pope pickups, which are their humbucker single coil, but they look like humbuckers, and I was going to install them in here. Now that being said, that was way over my head, so I had ordered them and then was looking up how to install them, and I was going to have to route into this guitar, like cut a big hole here, cut a big hole here, get a different bridge so that I could fit the humbucker in. Anyways, I got stressed out about ruining this guitar by doing that, so I contacted the company and asked if I could change the Pope pickups. So these are actually Veritas Longhorn Tele pickups. I've soldered maybe like 3 times before. My solder gun I think is pretty bad. It's a pretty cheap solder gun, and I've tried like 3 different times. I think I've tried with a few pedals of mine, some random other gear. Like I think my old Pod HG500X, I tried soldering something, and every time I've tried soldering, I've failed. So I was a little worried about installing these on my own. So my pickups actually came the day before Easter, and I was leading from electric for Easter. I was so stoked when I got them in that I was like, all right, let's just go for it. So I went to install the pickups right away, opened up the guitar, took off the pick guard, took out these pickups, made a little diagram of where the wiring was, started to do the soldering of the new pickups, and I was like an hour in and had gotten nowhere. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to have my electric guitar for Easter, so I'm going to have to hop on acoustic, which I hadn't really planned for. I spent another hour and a half probably, and finally did get them soldered in, and it's worked ever since. So I was like, hopefully it doesn't go out in the middle of Easter service. Everything works smooth, and the pickups I think sound really good. They took a little bit of getting used to at first. These pickups are different than if you know the G&L ASAT Classic. Their pickups are Alnico pickups that you can adjust actually the tips of them, so you can actually adjust the level of them, like where these dots are on the bridge pickup. You can actually get a little screwdriver and bring them up or down, which is a pretty cool feature, but that does give them a little different tone than a lot of Tele pickups. So when I got these in, this neck pickup feels way smoother than what I'm used to for my tone. So this neck pickup feels super, super smooth. Bridge pickup, as soon as I played this bridge pickup, I was blown away. The tone, I think, sounds really good on this bridge. It really has a nice little bite to it. So I felt like on Easter I was using that a few more for some lead lines, and it just really stands out in the mix. So I do love the middle. On my previous G&L with the stock pickups, I was using my neck position a lot. Then I would go to middle a fair amount, but I often wouldn't use the bridge a ton. Now I feel like I'm using all positions, bridge pickup definitely more than I used to. So that's been cool, just seeing the different pickup layouts. Anyways, all that story time to say, if you're interested in upgrading your Tele, this is from me who's not super handsy. I do some do-it-yourself stuff, but not a ton of in-depth. I don't have a ton of major tools or anything, and I was able to do this. So if you're thinking of upgrading your guitar, this is a pretty simple upgrade to make. If you have a Telecaster especially, I think it's one of the easiest guitars to upgrade. So pickups, just get some single coil pickups. Veritas is awesome, and I think they're actually a Pioneer brand is what the brand name is, but Veritas is the one that sells them. I just want to say, if you've been not quite happy with your tone on your guitar, but maybe you love the feel of your guitar, like this was the case with this guitar. I love the feel of this. I love playing on the neck. It feels so smooth. What I love about a Tele is how simple things are. You just got 3 pickup selections, and you've got 2 knobs, a volume and a tone. So I love how simple that is from a guitar standpoint. Everything else about the guitar I've really liked a lot, but I was just wanting a little bit different tone. So if you're in a similar situation where you love your guitar, you love the feel of it, the way it plays, but you're like not quite happy with the tone, I think pickups are a great option to go to once you feel like your amp is dialed in. That's the biggest thing first, is make sure that you love your amp tone, and I love the pedals that I have going through. So it was really just a little extra. I just wanted to get some pickups, and I think these were $100 each. So for $200, I felt like I made a nice upgrade to my tone. That's enough of the story time. I'll show you guys what it sounds like. So in this video, I'll have it labeled, but I'm going to switch between neck pickup, middle pickup, bridge pickup, and I'll show you guys a few different tones, some lead lines, some chording, some arpeggiating. My volume knob's at about 9, my tone knob's about 8. I'm running through a Keeley Compressor Plus and a Benson Preamp, just because I always leave those on for my tone. So those will be always on, and then I'm not actually running any pedals besides that. So just the Benson Preamp, the Keeley Compressor Plus into my Strymon Iridium, and I'm using David Hislop Vox setting. Okay, so here's the playthrough. Awesome, so that's what they sound like. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the pickups, how you think they sound. If you have a Telecaster and have been looking for some awesome pickups, go check these out. And I hope this helps you make your decision to do that. See you on the next video. Bye.